Hello, my Trails fans, and welcome to the very first episode of The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. So, this is a series I've been wanting to play through for a while. I did almost complete this first game in this series, so you might be able to see here that I'm actually on the final chapter. But I'm going to be starting a new game today, and we're going to go through from the beginning to see if there's anything that I didn't remember to get last time, because I know there's a few side quests that I missed, but it should be a great opportunity for me and you to both re-experience the story before we continue on with the series. So if you're new to the channel, I will be cutting out any really grindy parts that I have to do just for your sake, so you can stick with the entertaining parts of the story. But let's get stuck right in and start ourselves a new game. I'm just going to go through on the normal difficulty. With these RPGs, I find it difficult to find time to play them anyway, so I'm mostly here for the story. Daddy's really late. I even got a message from the guild saying he'd be home today too. And Shera's gone travelling around the kingdom on some kind of training. I'm so bored. Maybe I'll just practice with my staff a bit more before dinner. Hey, I'm home. Daddy! Sorry to have kept you waiting, Estelle. Did you take good care of the house while I was away? Of course I did. Did you run into any trouble, Daddy? You didn't get hurt fighting the bad monsters, did you? Nope, I'm as fit as a fiddle. That reminds me though, I brought you a present. Really? What kind of present? A new fishing pole, sneakers, something for my training? Maybe I raised you wrong, Estelle. Aren't little girls supposed to like clothes and jewellery? I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty. And jewellery breaks when you go play outside with it on. Anyway, Daddy, what's with the big blanket? Is that my present? Oh, you're a sharp one. Now why don't you come have a look? What? Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think? What? Why is my present a boy? Don't make such a fuss or you'll wake him up. Wake him up? You mean he's still alive? Looks kinda dead if you ask me. I've treated his wounds, so he should be in stable condition. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. I'll put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove, I'd appreciate it. Okay. He sure sleeps soundly. And he almost looks the same age as me. This is the first time I've ever seen black hair like that too. He certainly does have a nice head of dark hair. And a pair of amber eyes to go with it. That's nice and all, but how about you come clean and fess up? Fess up? Yeah, who is this kid anyway? And why is he hurt? Why did you bring him to our house? Is he an illegitimate child or something? Did you betray Mummy? Where have you been picking up these kinds of words? No doubt from Scheherazade, I assume. Yep, that's right. For heaven's sake, that girl is going to get me into trouble one of these days with all her nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business. And I don't even know his name. You mean bracer business? Something like that. Oh, look. Huh? He's waking up. Wow, his eyes really are the colour of amber. Where am I? So, you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please, just try to rest. What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why didn't you just leave me there to die? Why, now that's a question I don't know how to answer. Does things just worked out that way work for you? Don't toy with me, Cassius Bright. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Hey! You're sure shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that is just gonna make it take longer for your body to heal. And just who are you supposed to be? I'm Estelle. Estelle Bright. She's my daughter. Don't you remember me telling you that I have a daughter your age? Now that you mention it. Wait a minute. Don't try and change the sub... Ow! Quit yelling! Alright, already. But you jumping on me like that isn't going to make me heal any faster either. I don't hear you yelling again, do I? Look, jumping on me like that is just going to make things worse. Do I hear yelling? Never mind. Just forget it. As a word of advice, it would be wise not to argue with Estelle while you're in this house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough. Yeah, I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Huh? Your name, you know, that thing that people call you. I told you mine already, so don't you think it would be unfair and impolite not to tell me yours? Seems like the logical thing to do, if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve to your detriment. Fine. My name is... It's so bright in here. Uh, I slept like a rock. That must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. I wonder if that means Joshua's still in bed. Ah, guess that's a no. Well, I guess I'd better get myself ready then too. Nice, Joshua! Bravo! Good morning, Estelle. I hope I didn't wake you. Nah, I was already up when I heard you start to play. I can't believe how awake you are, though. Even the roosters still have bags under their eyes. Not that I mind, what with that siren song of yours gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber. What do you mean, woman? We're the same age and I'm hardly a man. Tisk tisk tisk, how wrong you are, Joshua. We may be the same age, but I am clearly the woman of the house. That makes you something like my loyal follower, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, how fortunate for you. You could at least try and sound a tiny bit sincere. It really is a nice tune though, cheerful yet somehow wistful. I like your other songs too, of course, but this one's my favourite. What's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light. That's right, The Whereabouts of Light. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks. Compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think the harmonica is much easier. It's really just a matter of concentration. You're probably right. I guess my problem is just that if I don't do something that uses my whole body, I start to feel drowsy. Okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise too? All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff like reading and music. No girl is gonna be impressed with just that. Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Although, I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes? That's enough talk about hobbies for now. And for your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago. Really? I'll believe that when I stop finding beetles in the hallway. Hey, Estelle, Joshua. Morning, Dad. Good morning, Dad. Is breakfast ready? It's ready and waiting. Why don't the both of you hurry on down before it gets cold? Okay. I'm on my way. Thanks for the grub, Dad. Boy, am I stuck. Are you eating or inhaling, Estelle? Huh, like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot. Well, make sure you eat enough to eat, but don't forget to pour that energy into your work too. That reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? That's right. There'll be a review of everything we've learned up to this point. And once we're finished, we'll be bracers just like you, Dad. That means I'm not going to let you treat me like a kid anymore either. You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning, or in other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard in your training to become a full-fledged bracer. Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch and see what I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful that it won't be long before I pass you too. That's the spirit. Let's see what you're made of then, shall we? Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember? Huh? Wait, what test? Please tell me that you didn't forget about the test, Estelle. You know, the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills we've been learning and training. Don't you remember Shira saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? crud. Totally forgot. Now that you mention it, I guess I kind of remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it. I'm sure we'll manage somehow or other. I honestly don't know how you've survived this long, Estelle. Your brain is like a sieve. Papa is sad. How could any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality? Ha! You're the one that raised me, so I definitely got it from you. I swear, the two of you act so much alike, but whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Shara's going to be waiting there for us. Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting. Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything in particular you'd like to eat, Dad? Any requests? Something I'd like to eat, huh? How about run-style scalloped fish in a balsamic vinegar sauce? What's that? I think that's a little more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle, or our stomachs. You're right, I just wanted to see what kind of reaction I could get. I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelette. No need for anything fancy, but do try to make something edible. How rude! But I can't actually say he's wrong. Actually, I do have one favour to ask before you head out. I'd like you to pick me up a copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. We're supposed to be getting the latest edition in today. Got it. One copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. However, that means no wasteful spending. Alright, thanks Dad. Okay, we're heading out now. See you later, Dad. Work hard and give Sherazade my regards. By the way, Dad, is it going to be alright if we stay at home like this instead of going to the guild today? You haven't been there for a couple of days now. Unfortunately, I have a lot of paperwork to sort out. But don't you worry, I'm carrying a big enough workload that the guild's not likely to find me anytime soon. That's not exactly the most convincing thing I've heard come out of your mouth. How about yourself? Shouldn't you be getting over to the guild? Sherazade is waiting, right? Alright, I think I'm just going to change around the party order here, because I like to play as Joshua. I think upstairs there's just a couple of beds that you can sleep in. Down here, yeah, I don't think there's really much down here. I think there was a couple of logs out here that you could interact with. Just trying to remember where they are. There's a log standing for staff. There's a standing log for staff practice. And again. And again. Looking a little closer, there's something written on it. Stupid Joshua. Well, that's nice. I think just head over to the highway then. Not really much else you can go, so I guess I'll just head on straight to the Bracer Guild. Alrighty. Yep, so just realised I had my microphone muted for a little while there. But basically, yeah, I was just reading out the things that are said on the log. And just saying about how nowhere else you can really go except head over to the Bracer Guild. It looks like we made good time. Not too early or too late either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. Never dreamed we would have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck. Today is our last day of training. Truth be told though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place, so I don't know why you'd expect to get away with any less effort. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Alright then. Let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Shara. You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Shara at the Bracer Guild over there then. Good morning, Mr. Renan. Hello there, Estelle and Joshua. You're up rather early today. Did you come to buy a new pair of shoes? Now that you mention it, are there any new ones in stock? You know, like the newest Stragers? Unbelievable. You've actually already forgotten why we came in here to begin with. We're not here to shop. We're supposed to be buying a copy of the Liberal News for Dad, right? Of course. You've always been a big collector of those shoes, haven't you, Estelle? I'm afraid that the new Stragers aren't out yet. If you're after the latest issue of the Liberal News, though, I should have them in around noon. Noon, huh? That's right in the middle of our training at the Guild House. We'll stop by again after our training is over. Sure, I'll be waiting for you. So the two of you are going to be bracers, are you? I'm jealous. I wanted to be a bracer when I was a kid too. You could probably say that every boy in Liberal wants to be a bracer at least once in their lives. Except that this one's a girl. Why do you have to make such a big deal out of things, Joshua? There are other female bracers like Shara too. I didn't mean it in a bad way. Well, hang in there and study hard. When I get my copies of the Liberal News in, I'll set one aside for you. I think there's somebody upstairs as well. Yep. The morning air is so crisp and fresh. Let's see, it's about time I water my lovely flowers. The weather is so wonderful and revitalizing today. I have this strange feeling that something good is going to happen. Ah, that girl is so cute. I've got to be courageous and try to talk to her. Good morning, Claire. Good morning, Estelle and Joshua. Did the two of you really become bracers? What? How did you know? That's because working in the media is my future goal. I'm going to join the Liberal News Service and work hard as a reporter. Don't take my information lightly either. Oh, sure thing. My gut feeling says that the two of you are going to be in the tabloids. Well, thanks. Isn't it romantic that you two lovers are bracers who stand for justice? I have this feeling that a juicy drama is about to unfold. Lovers? Joshua and I aren't lovers, we're family. You really don't understand anything, Estelle. Joshua's adopted and things could go either way in the future, right? Plus, leaving it at that would surely please the readers. Readers? Anyway, I'm looking forward to the both of you in more ways than one. Wow, she's there's always kind of been that trope with Japanese stuff with brothers and sisters getting along a little bit too well. Usually only when they're not blood related though, which at least is one plus in their favour. Well, look what the cat dragged in. Estelle and Joshua, how have you been? Good morning, Mr. Fate. Good morning, sir. How's your father, Cassius? Is he doing well? Yep, he's doing so well it might even surprise you. I don't think there's anyone else his age who's in such good shape. Is that so? My daughters really wanted to see him, but he hasn't shown his face around here in a while. Could you give him a message for me? Tell him that Fate says he'd like to talk about the old days sometimes. Sure, we'll tell him. Hey Joshua, how does Mr. Fate know Dad so well again? I know they're friends and all, but I've heard that they were battle buddies during the days in the Royal Army. Oh yeah, that's right. I think there's a few more people outside to speak to as well. Yep, here's one. Oh, Estelle and Joshua. Good morning, Uni. Aren't Luke and Pat with you today? They were here just a minute ago. The two of them suddenly took off and went somewhere. Top of the morning to you kids. Good morning, Mr. Elgar. Good morning, sir. Well, you're up rather early, aren't you? Correct me if I'm wrong, but today is your last day of training, isn't it? I seem to remember you saying something about it the last time I had you run the store. Yes, that's right. I see. Well, I'm sure you'll do just fine, Joshua. Now, Estelle, on the other hand, I've got good reason to worry. She's always been a bit scatterbrained ever since she was a child. Probably all the knocks she took to the head playing with the boys. Really? So I guess that scatterbrained trait isn't something new, huh? I'll give you a head injury if you don't shut up. And don't call me scatterbrained. Okay, you two, let's not fight now. And shouldn't you be getting over to the guild? So, buy some leather boots. Oh. Quit. The defense bonus. Good morning, Stella. Oh my, well if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. Are you on your way to bracer training? Yeah, and just you watch. I'm going to pass this exam and be as good of a bracer as Shera too. You're darn right you are. I have faith in you. By the way, Estelle. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Did you wash your face? How about your teeth? Did you brush them too? Joshua's so fastidious, but you always forget to take care of yourself. Come on, that was a long time ago. I don't do that anymore, right, Joshua? Now that you mention it, you did take off from home the other day with your hair all in a mess, right? That was only because it was an emergency. Mr. Rinnon got the newest Streger brand sneakers in on that day. Estelle! Yes? You listen to me carefully. For a girl your age, you need to take care of these things. If your appearance is messy, you won't look like someone that people can trust, even if you are a bracer. Your appearance is a reflection of what is on the inside. Oh, alright, I'll be more careful from now on. Well, that's that. Now how about the both of you get on over to the guild? Man, you just can't argue with her. This is the Bracer Guild, so we're not going in there yet. I'm going to continue speaking to people. Just on my way over to the forest of Mistwall to the south of here for work. There was a merchant from Bose who came here to buy lumber. I need to get enough ready for the order I received. I might be ruining a lot of these pronunciations, but just gotta go with the flow. Hey, if it isn't Joshua and Estelle. How are those augments working out for you that we tuned the other time you were here? In your case, Estelle, it's not whether the augment is good or bad, the problem lies in the way you use it. You're always jumping into things without a second thought, so you end up being slow to learn. If you just start thinking before you start swinging, then you'd learn twice as much. Well, excuse me for sucking! There, no need to get upset. Everyone has these problems when they first start out. If you can get the hang of things, you'll gradually be able to handle them better. That's right! I'm going to master using this as quick as I can and surpass even Joshua. Yeah, whatever. When I first entered the Zeiss Central Factory, I pretty much couldn't use one of these things either. Even you couldn't use one, Freddy? Yeah, but I can still become an engineer even if I can't use one. But since you're aiming to become a bracer, you'll have to learn how. Hey, I'm still setting up shop. Ah, Estelle and Joshua. You seem to be here rather early. Good morning, Mr. Melders. Good morning, sir. We appreciate you fixing that augment light the other day. Speaking of augment lights, isn't the one outside our house burned out? We should get that replaced ASAP. Augments sure are a daily life necessity, aren't they? When I was a lad, there weren't any of these augment thingies. Now we can get fire and light with the mere flip of a switch, and even ships fly in the skies. I don't like it. Don't you kids think things are way too convenient these days? Oh crud, there he goes again about the old days. Yeah, well, if you just learn to shut your big trap. When I was young, I made things a reality through hard work and sweat. Sweat, I tell ya. It would be nice if the young kids these days knew the meaning of the phrase hard work. Haha, you're probably right. Let's get out of here before we get rammed into some kind of lecture. Let's see here, looks like my husband's gone to work. I better do the housework quickly and head out to take care of the shopping. Farming, mining and timber, those are the three major industries here in Rolent. It's no exaggeration to say that these industries are what support Rolent economically. The timber industry, which grows forests and in turn uses the trees as a resource, began at Queen Alicia's behest. My husband works in the Malga mine to the north of here. He left here at the crack of dawn. Sometimes he doesn't even come home for days on end. My daddy's job is digging holes, and he finds lots of pretty rocks inside. He says they're called septium. Spoke to him already. Unbelievable, my husband knocked over his bookshelves again. The room is now so dusty I can't go inside. Glory of the Kingdom, Compendium of Augment Technology, Guide to the Rolent Region, the Septine Church, and the Bracer Guild. I wonder where the book I just bought the other day went. Looks like I'm going to have to put these books in order. Almost time to start our training, Estelle. Let's head over to the guild house on the South Avenue. Oh, alright. I might be able to go in the bar as well. Yep. Simon, listen to me and listen well. Right now is the time for us to purchase lumber and septum. Ignoring the potential risks, I'm going to buy as much as I can with the budget. Yes, I've already made arrangements regarding the lumber. I'm looking into the septum right now. Welcome! Oh, Estelle and Joshua. It's been a while, hasn't it, Elisa? Is there something going on today? Could it be that you're on a date together? Yeah, right, we're actually on our way to bracer training now. Oh, is that all? Everyone from Sunday school seems to have decided on a career or goal and is working hard to achieve it. As expected, you're a bit different than everyone else, though. What? Is there something wrong with that? No, not at all. I just thought it was very like you to pick the unusual route, that's all. Oh, that's right. Tio decided that she was going to help out at her parents' farm. She even said for us all to go up and visit her sometime. So that's what Tio decided on, huh? I get so hungry working in the mines. I started working here because the owner said he'd let me manage the bar. After they started the morning and lunch service, however, I've been more of a waiter than anything else. Yo, Estelle and Joshua, aren't you a pair of early birds today? Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Denzel. In response to the requests of my customers, I started offering breakfast. Today's special is wholesome pasta. It's superbly al dente. Let's see, yesterday's sales totaled... our breakfast service has been going really well. Sometimes my husband comes up with some good ideas. Anyone else for us to speak to? So can't go that way. What is that way? That's the Malga Trail. Okay, so you've got the... Oh, speak to these guys. Take me with you, I'm the one who told you about the place to begin with. Sounds like they're about to get themselves in trouble. Where do they go? If you want to go with me, you're going to have to catch me first. I'm the one who discovered it. I'm the one who discovered it. I'm the one who discovered it. Oh, got myself in a loop there. I thought they were arguing. Mr. Paddington! Now I know that voice from somewhere. Ho ho ho! Well, what have we got here? Cassius's naughty daughter and clever son, huh? Just when I thought you hadn't been around in a while, you show up all grown. Are you here every day, Mr. Paddington? This place has become somewhat of a new home for me. I intend to spend the remainder of my days guarding this clock. There's a ladder that goes up to the observation deck. What's wrong, Estelle? Something on your mind? It's nothing, really. How about we climb up to the observation deck? Sure, I guess. I guess that was everything. Stepstone Calendar 1075, erected in partnership with the Liberal Royal Family, Septium Church and Rolent City. 1192, destroyed during the 100 Days' War when Rolent was bombarded by the European Imperial Army. Rebuilt with the cooperation of the citizens of Rolent. Let's see, I think I can go... Can I go to the landing strip? I can. A lot of people will leave from Rolent today, and a lot of people will come, which means a lot of chicks will pass through here. Score. Staring at these girls is one of my simple pleasures. You know what I mean, right, Joshua? Sure. Alan, you never change a bit. All this nonsense is the reason why you can't get a girlfriend. You wound me, Estelle. But it's because of this enjoyment that I feel that it's worth doing this job. It's a paradise! This guy's a serious nut job. Shoot, today of all days I slept in. Must have had one too many cold ones last night. Anyone else to interact with? The scheduled flight from Gransel is about to arrive. I better start making landing guide preparations. I think that's pretty much everyone here. This is the entrance to the traffic control tower. It looks like this is where they control the lighting devices and the boarding bridge. Looks like only employees are allowed in. When I'm told I can't go in, I want to go in even more. Let's see, we've got the chapel and the mayor's residence. Oh, and the hotel. Welcome to Hotel Rolent. Are you here to spend the night? Vern, it's us, don't you remember? Haha, I know, I was just joking, Estelle. I was practicing my greeting just now. Oh, really? Did you ever notice that Vern teases people with a straight face while being courteous at the same time? That's probably because he can. Linen room. Employees only. I think this place is pretty much empty. Yep. Oh, here's the chapel. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning. My, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua, good morning. Where are you off to this morning? It must be tough waking up so early. It's been a while since I saw the both of you. I'm impressed to see you visiting the chapel so early in the morning. Good morning, Father Divine. Good morning. You were habitually late and played hooky more than a few times during your Sunday school days, Estelle. So have you changed your attitude on life since you graduated? A bit, I guess. Looks like there is a little time before morning mass begins. So how about I give you both a special sermon? No thanks. Why am I getting thrown into the mix here? It's almost time for mass. Eileen is already here, so I'd best hurry along. Quick visit to the mayor's residence. And then that should be everyone spoken to who will have unique dialogue. I think they're all inside there. I'm so busy. This mansion is quite big. I've got the serving, cleaning, and washing to do. Mornings are so busy for a maid. Oh, good morning, Estelle and Joshua. Good morning, Mayor Klaus. Good morning. I've been hearing great things about the both of you. So you're undergoing bracer training, are you? Having such youngsters sign up all by themselves to become bracers and protect everyone is inspiring. I expect great things out of you. We'll do our best. Okay, that's everybody? Yep, looks like it was. The other room in his room is just the balcony and there's nobody up there. Alrighty, so those are all the unique interactions before we head into the Bracer Guild. So I'm going to call this first episode there. Thank you for joining in on our first episode, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell notification icon. And I will see you guys later. Bye bye for now.